Hey guys, and welcome to the final episode of our Making Mems series. So in this series, we have spent 2 weeks with a Runescape free bond, doing skilling for money making methods, and then finally for this week, for the Slayer week, we have been doing some combat. Now, this is going to be the last episode because during Boxing and Christmas Day, I really haven't played the account much, and I probably have about 2 hours left of the actual bond. So what we're going to do is finish this Moss Giant task, wrap up the series, and then also loot our Christmas wrapping paper. I'd like to apologise not to have more content for this, but I think I left things a little bit late. And all I really wanted to do with this series is to show you guys how to start an account up and also build it up a little bit as well. Now, if you want to, and let's say if this video hits 100 likes, I can put another bond on this, or I can members it up for a month and show you guys until the treasure hunt is removed what I'd do to build an account up and just continue pushing forward. If I was to do it for another sort of couple of weeks, I'd probably experience more quests, try to level up more aggressively as well, and try and see if I can turn this into like a just pure combat ult, which, to be fair, I don't really have just a pure combat ult, so it could be a nice little project to do anyway. And if you guys are looking to make an ult, I can show you guys how to do that without having to put the time into it to make it a maxed account as well. But as always, I would like to thank you all so much for your support during these series. Again, the comments, the suggestions, the likes and subscriptions have been absolutely amazing. And in terms of the channel as well, thank you guys so much for all the views, especially on Christmas Day. I was so shocked how well the channel did on Christmas. So in terms of how much wrapping paper we've got left, we have 62,000. We haven't used any. And I've also got a couple of oddments which will convert to keys as well. I'll go and do all the different challenges just to make sure that to finish this video off, we can go and do a pretty decent opening in terms of keys and wrapping paper as well, and really rack up some decent loot. So what I'm going to do is going to go finish this task. Only 20 more, so it really shouldn't take long. Where we currently are in terms of combat stats, we are nearly 58 strength, which, to be fair, we have made some pretty decent progress. Like, I've always found with RuneScape free combat especially, once you get to like to the 60s, 70s, the XP really starts to ramp up because you can hit decent, and also you're a bit more secure on how much you can AFK. Like, one of my experiences of this account is it really did struggle to be a full AFK account, but you kind of expect it with the stats it's got as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go finish off these Moss Giants, and then we'll report back when it's time to claim the challenges, go and claim our wrapping paper, and then we'll move on from there afterwards. So the task is done, and we've done all of our daily challenges as well. So we'll go and hand those in, and we'll get some levels from that. So we're going to get a thieving level 20, and then also level 38 smithing, which actually isn't too bad at all as well. So one thing I forgot about is to go and hand in all of our Santa's letters, because that will give us a decent amount of presents, which will add on to our little opening. So in terms of the Slayer level, we're going to finish at level 47. I could have done better. Again, if I had more time and if I was more sort of like on it in terms of what I was doing with it, I could definitely have done better, but I had a lot of recording to do, and I know it's kind of like making excuses and stuff. But again, the point of this video, which I'd like to remind myself when I feel like I've sort of failed, is it was only here to show you guys like what to do, how to build an account. And I think I've done that in a certain different style and different way to what we've done with the Escaping Free to Play series. I've showed you guys how I want to outlay for sort of Slayer videos, which seem to have gone down really well. And I think in terms of content for next year, one of the big points we're going to be doing is once sort of like Treasure Hunt is removed and stuff, I'm going to try a brand new account for a year. I'm going to put a year's worth of membership on it and then see like just how much stuff's going to change over the year once Treasure Hunt is removed. And I think it'd be really good to sort of like pick up on the stuff we've missed off this series and that one, and move forward with that. But I'm still happy with what we've done. I think we've shown off some really good stuff in the sort of game in this series as well, and I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it for what it's been. So it's been a nice little sort of series to fill in the gaps and also make sure that we hit those 2 videos a day. Now, what I'm going to go and do first of all is open up the big present, because that's what we got yesterday. And again, it's very much the yeah, a little bit disappointed in terms of teleport, but you know, it's something we've got for free, so you can't really moan from that. I'm going to go and buy 11 of these letters to Santa, and then what I'm going to go and do next is just do our 5 keys. I'll do my oddments afterwards. So the Festive Aurora Santa hat is here, and what a play it would be if we managed to pick one of those up as well, but you know we won't because of how low the limit is. But I've seen some really big screenshots on Reddit of people getting like really like unbelievable luck in terms of those. So who knows, we might pick one up, we might get one. I'm going to buy 4 treasure hunt keys with oddments. I can't actually afford it. I can afford 3, but we'll get another one in a second. And there we go, with the final key to actually get us some wrapping paper, which to be fair is probably one of the best things we could have actually asked for, to be fair. So just under 10,000 wrapping paper. So we're going to go and throw in all of our letters to Santa. So 16 will give us a decent amount of presents. I'll go and do the wrapping paper on top of it, but we're going to get 7 purple and 10 blue. And then if we go over to Noel and exchange all the wrapping paper, we are going to get no Christmas wrapping paper. We're going to get 165 white, 188 of blue, and 25 purple. To be fair, the amount of purple is not too bad. Now, what I'm going to do is throw on my auto redeem settings, and I don't know what's the best way to put it. So I'm trying to think, if I ever wanted to come on this account again, what would be the best place to put these stats? So I'm going to go Herblore for the lamps and then divination for the stars as well, because with divination, at least it's going to help train that, because divination is very slow. It'll be a nice little bump to do, along with caches and stuff like that. But what I want to do to wrap this video and this series up is just, again, thank you guys for all of that. We're going to be doing a brand new account in January, which is where I can kind of like take this back up. But it won't have Treasure Hunter, which I think has had like an underlying effect of giving me a little bit of bump in certain stats and making things a little bit quicker than what it should be. But I hope you guys have picked up some tips, learned some stuff between this account and also the escaping free-to-play accounts as well, because that was the point of the series, to just give you guys some ideas on making some more GP, how to work for Grand Exchange a little bit more efficiently, and just making a bit more with your time on the game. But hopefully we can round out with a decent enough sort of like loot from this. Again, the Christmas stuff, if you don't get any like rare stuff, it can be a bit basic and a bit mid, but we shall see. So we're going to keep on going and see how we go on. I've still got 7 nice entry lists, so I don't know if I've been capped, but that is fine. We do have the Rise Your Snowboard, which I do think is very cool. It's very decent looking. They've done a decent job with that. And now we have the Zuck one as well, so we really are living it. Let's just get that on. Now, the reason why I've gone for Herblore is if it's a case this account ever returns, or if we ever do anything with this account again, Herblore is a very good way to make some cash and a very reliable way to guarantee that it'll be something which will still make cash at that point as well. So Herblore, because of the need for buying potions, because you can now buy extremes and also like different things as well, you have more of a chance now to make profit with Herblore than ever, because people will always give you some form of demand for a different tier of potion. So at least with a higher Herblore level, we'll have more sort of capability, more flexibility to do different stuff as well. So there goes all of the white presents. So nothing from those, just your standard like holiday stuff. And I'm just going to throw it in the bank because I don't think I'll probably clear this bank out. I'll try and sell some of the rares and we'll price check where we are as well in terms of cash and stuff. But opening the blue presents, let's see if we can get something from those. And what I'll probably do is just skip this part, because again, like you've seen wrapping paper videos now on this channel. You've seen plenty of them. I'll just report back when it's time to open the good ones, the purple presents, and we'll see what we can get. And also what levels will end up as well, because we'll get some decent ones from there. So there we go in terms of the blue presents, nothing good there. So the best ones we can hope for is the loot from the 25 purple, and then we'll wrap the series up and wrap the video up as well. So the Herblore level has been flying up. I haven't really been paying attention. Actually, I've just waited for the loot to come in. And I imagine we'll get quite a lot of the cosmetics and the scrolls as well, but nothing in terms of the loot. But that's not the point of this. Again, the wrapping paper promo, as I always say every single year, is a great way to build an account with certain stats and also give you a reason to go and do certain skills and skilling as well. But there we go, 61 Herblore we got from that. That is incredible. Loads of quests we've been able to unlock from it as well. And again, this is gives us access to things like super attacks, super anti-poisons, super energies, so many different potions which are going to make some profit. Super strength will be in there somewhere as well. And yeah, in terms of this series though, let's just wrap it up here. I am happy to a point. I think we've been able to show you guys some things and some different ways to make some money. We've done things differently to escaping free to play, which I think was very important to this series, but we definitely can do better. But the purpose of this series was to show you guys some money makers, which we did in the first week, and also show you guys the style of the Slayer videos, which I hope you guys have enjoyed. And again, I want feedback on the Slayer section. And did you enjoy it? Because that's how I'm going to aim to do 7-day bond going forward. But in terms of where we finish in terms of cash, 61 mil actually is a lot more than what I thought it was. There's a bit of cash on the Grand Exchange from doing those potions. And if you haven't seen the video about decanting potions for profit, please go and check it out. It'll be in the description and also be in the corner of this video as well. We made such good money from it, and I think it's definitely something, if you're going to do things like Slayer, you can make so much more cash when you're sort of grinding through like the lower tiers of Slayer. And just by doing that every now and then in between your Slayer runs, in between your farm runs, such easy profit. And on the video, I showed you guys super anti-fires and also prayer renewals. The prayer renewal flip, I didn't realize I made as much money as I did. I made 6 mil in literally 2 minutes of just running and decanting the potions as well. But that is going to wrap up this series. Thank you guys as always so much for your support, the likes and all the comments. We'll be coming pretty big in the new year with a brand new account once Treasure Hunt has been removed and just going through basically how to train an account, playing Runescape properly again, which I'm really looking forward to actually. I think it'd be a nice refreshing change compared to where it's been lately. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys have had a fantastic Christmas and a great New Year. And I'll see you guys very soon for the next video.